Well, we're finally done and got the pond cleaned up and got it up and running. Got the koi, couple little 6-inch koi back in the pond, couple little 3 or 4-inch, 5-6-inch goldfish, a couple and shabumpkin. Got the lily back in. Got everything back in. All the fish can hide up underneath the rocks now. The pond is approximately 8 feet long by 3 feet deep with small legs in it. Tiny waterfall box at the top. The pump is located up underneath the rocks where there's a shelf for the fish to swim up underneath, and the pipe goes up to the top and comes down and recirculates. And we're going to finish it out by putting in some bugs to go and some water clarifier and dechlorinator right there. And we'll also put in some pH fusion to go ahead and knock down the algae a little bit and keep the pH down, and we'll put the disposable packets of bacteria in, and we'll go ahead and do that now. These are disposable bacteria packets. As you can see, you just throw in the whole thing, and it's just bacteria to keep the algae down. We'll throw that in now, and that'll just sit there and disintegrate and help keep the algae down, and by the time I get here next month, the client will need some more. Put a little bit of the dechlorinator in here, that way the fish's gills won't get burned up. And this is also a small stress coat. It keeps the stress down on the fish as well. Helps them keep a good slime coat on their bodies to keep them healthy. Usually when fish get sick is when they don't have a slime coat on them. We'll take the pH Fusion here, which we buy from Wakulla Water Gardens. They have a great price, and they have this is a good product from Wakulla Water Gardens. We'll go ahead and put this in now. While the pond's filling up, just take a small, just a little bit goes a long way. About a tablespoon. That's all what's needed. Going to help keep the pH down, and that's what algae and string algae feed off is pH. Once the pH gets high from food and waste and debris from leaves disintegrating and fish fecal matter and so forth forms algae. And one of the biggest things that form algae is food. The fish food, different foods are processed differently by different companies, and a lot of people don't realize that. So I always try to instruct my clients to get food that the fish will eat quickly, so that way it won't just sit there and decay in the water and start causing algae. So that's it for now. It's March, the end of the month. We had a rain last night, pretty good storm, and I was just getting this job done because I have such a heavy itinerary this week, even though we got 3 days of rain still coming on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. But anyway, that's it for now. It's a great little pond. It's a mini pond. Built this pond. The client requested a mini pond. Like most clients, it was part of a horror story. They had somebody come in and dig a hole and threw some liner in, and it was just wasn't correct. So I was just fortunate enough and blessed enough to get the job from the client and put him in a nice, pretty little water garden here. As you can see, it's about 3.5, almost 4 feet wide right here, with a little 8-inch shelf where we put some plants in. Plants will be coming in the spring now, any time now. You'll see them at your local Home Depots and Lowe's and your Pike's nurseries and your other nurseries. The plants will start coming in now, and by next month you'll be having some pretty little lilies and floaters and acris and everything. And Wakulla Water Gardens always has a great selection of plant material. I always go there and get all my plants from them as well. So that's it for now. Jerry Mason in Atlanta, Georgia. My company's Liquid Dreams, and I build ponds, mini ponds. And I usually do a lot of reconstructions on most ponds. That's my biggest thing, is reconstruction, where people really have a lot of mistakes that they make. So anyway, I'm truly blessed to do this, and hope everybody enjoys the water feature today. It's a nice one. It's a little pond. We'll go ahead and just step back and kind of let you take a look at it here. Right now it's filling. As you can see, the water hose, we're filling it up, and it's bubbled up just a little bit from the chemistries that I put in, but that'll calm down by tomorrow in a couple hours. And the water is pretty clear. Kind of hard to see with you. I've noticed with the cameras it's kind of hard to see, but the water's pretty clear. It's it'll be clear by morning once it cycles through the filter one time, you know, and cleans itself up. I like it. It's a cute little pond. It's one of about 7 mini ponds that I've built. It's about quarter scale of a larger pond. Most people spend anywhere from $8, $10, $12, $14, $20,000 on a pond with, you know, water filtration and feed filters and skimmers and everything. Sometimes you can get away with some pretty good eye candy right here. Let me step back a little bit. And this is just a nice little pond. It sits in a little alcove here in a little place out of the way. They have a little sitting table up on top up here, and they watch the fish from the little table out the French doors right there in the spring. And it's really nice. They're great clients. I've had them for 5, almost 6 years now. And that's it for now. Hope everybody enjoys this video. See if we can turn the camera sideways and see what happens. There we go. Nice little mini pond. Get good eye candy. It's good. Got a couple of waterfalls here. You can see it from the street. They're in a cul-de-sac here at the end of the house, and right where my truck is at right there, when you come down the cul-de-sac, you can just see the top of the waterfall right here. It's about 2.5 feet high off the ground, 3 feet high, and it's just enough to see from the street. And it's not overwhelming or, you know, overbearing. It's I didn't use a lot of rock in this case. I cemented everything around the edges and went inside and cemented the bottom, and it's all concreted in, and it's all very nice, very solid. I built all my ponds very solid, that's for sure. That way they'll last a very long time because my customers depend on me. Well, that's it for now. Hope you enjoyed the pond. We'll just listen to the water for a minute. Oh, look, the lily's got a little bulb on it. It's getting ready to bloom in about 2 or 3 days. A little bulb popping up right there. Spring in Georgia. I love it. Love these little mini ponds, man. Instead of a great big pond, it's just so much nicer. You can still hear the water. You get a lot of water sound, and you can still see it, you know. Something to be said for, you know, placement of a pond and where it's located sometimes. And sometimes you don't have to have a big pond to have a nice pond, you know. Sometimes it's quality, not quantity, so it makes a difference.